All right, welcome to this week's Built by Trading trade reviews. I took 4 trades this week. One of them is working out so far. The other 3 did not work out at all. And this is how I did them. This is part of full transparency of how I trade, my actions that I take, how I manage, what I'm looking at before I enter, and then how things actually turn out. So let's just get right into it. INTC. INTC looked pretty decent until Tuesday, right? What I was looking at basically, we have this range here. It broke down out of that range. It came back and retested. It failed. At that point in time, it was below the 5, below like chopping around the 8, but for sure below the 50 and below the 21. It's made it low, and then it came up, and I was kind of looking this as a right shoulder here. Here's that prior support. It failed here again, but it got tight, right? And then I was kind of looking at this as a reverse head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And the right shoulder is indeed higher than the left. Technically, that must happen. The price, what was it? It was above the 5. It was above the 8. It was above the 21. This push on Thursday, then Friday was an inside day. And when I entered, Monday was also an inside day. And I was kind of looking at this as a potential quote unquote oopsies trade, basically where it fails to go lower and then it accepts back into this range. And when that happens, from failed moves, from failing to go lower comes fast moves. And then the opposite end range would be target here if that played out. So what I did is if we go onto the 30-minute time frame, this is where I entered. I literally like almost top ticked this. Let me hide some of these things real quick. So it was above day here, entered in. This was Thursday. Here's Friday, inside day. And then at that point in time on Monday, we had an inside day here as well. And so I liked how we pushed higher. We were holding the anchored VWAP of the day. If you're looking at the cumulative number line score through the HCD process, it was positive, so it's bullish, especially over the last push here. Is transitioning to, and it came back, it pulled, and I entered on the day. It was simple as that. And then I put my stop loss in at the low of the day on Monday. And obviously, as soon as I entered, it pulled back, which is not ideal. Came back to the anchored VWAP, and that was the day. And then unfortunately, it gapped down against me. I don't remember. We'll see if I have my risks. I don't have my risks labeled here. But basically, it was if I go, this is my entry candle. If I go here, it was about a 3% stop loss here. And so me exiting, I put so gap down rules were in play here. And so what happens with a gap down rule is with the first 15 minutes of a gap down, you let that play out, because what could happen is that the low of the first 15 minutes could be the low of the day. And then it could get bought up and the trade is still alive for you. However, this time that did not work out. It opened up on Tuesday. And so, if you 1% or this 3% move goes against me, there's one. So 1R would have been about 98.50 or so. This went against me like a 1.5R on the gap down, unfortunately. So, I mean, it is what it is. And I exited right here at the bottom of the 15-minute bar when I was able to get to it at work. So that was that. I also entered on DDOG the same exact day. So I did not start off the week very well. But basically, looking at the entire range here, big range trade, right? Gap down on earnings. I liked this move right here on Monday. And what happened was it was I entered on Monday here, the 17th. Basically a lot of inside days here. We're chopping around. I liked Monday so far. It looked like it was going to make a higher low relative to this day here, relative to Wednesday, the 12th. And so I got in again. This one wasn't as clean of an entry, honestly. This is probably a poor trade. Why? look at the EMAs. There's a lot of indecision, a lot of direction. I diddled in the middle, which is something I recommend not doing all the time. It was below the anchored view app, so it was below moving averages. So it just honestly, it just was not a good entry point. It was below the 21. I did not execute well in this one, and I'm not shocked that I lost on it. So that was bad on my part. I don't really know what else to say. It was chopping around, it was above the anchor view app. I was treating this as a lower high relative to here. It made equal-ish highs technically. I'm just making up excuses now. This is a lower high here, and it made a higher low. So I was kind of looking for like a break of this wedge here, right? You can see the trend line. That's what I was looking at. And then it was getting tight here. And so I thought it might get tight here and then break out and go for the gap fill. But all it did was continue to chop sideways. My stop loss was the low of the day. And the next day I got tagged out. So I was 0 for 2 starting the week. Then RTX, look at this. I top ticked this one too. That I would not take this trade back. I would take this trade again, honestly. Why? Look, range, undercut, okay, got tight in the range, broke out, came back, basically retested it. These highs here, I didn't mark them out, but these are basically other supply areas here. Retested that, broke out. Then it time corrected. Time correcting markets are stronger than price correcting markets. So it time corrected, chopped around a lot, got to the 8 EMA. Then it started pushing, it started breaking this. If we look at the 30-minute time frame, basically what I trade off of when it comes to execution, it was this level right here. Very obvious, right? Very obvious. And so that day, it broke out of it. I entered on Tuesday in the afternoon, broke out of it. It was holding, and then I entered at the end of the day. That's when I did enter. Let's see if I have it on the 5-minute. Yeah, entered at the end of the day. That's at a entry point somewhere in here. Let me see if I still have my risk calculator on here. I do not. Either way, it broke out. I like the breakout. I put the stop loss at the low of the day. And this is exactly why you respect your stop losses. It keeps you out of bad situations. Look at this. I top ticked it on, not trying to short it, trying to go long on the breakout. And it failed. And from my entry, basically at close here, it is now down, 7%. Just 3 days, just getting crushed. And so, that trade did not work out. So I was 0 for 3 starting out the week. PLTR is saving me so far. I am holding this. I'm swinging this over the weekend. So why software was getting some love this week in like the middle to end of the week. So PLTR falls in that category. Not cybersecurity. So buy range right here, undercut these lows, reclaimed it, got tight, tried to go again, but failed to move lower, made it set a higher low relative to this low on the 35th, sets it up nicely. But what really ignites this is the earnings gap up. Big earnings gap up, big earnings move. What did it do? It broke us out of this range. It broke us out of these prior highs where we just could not kind of get out of, really. It found supply initially, got tight, and then broke out of it. So after this initial large move, how much did it give back? Did not give a lot back. What did it do? It time corrected. It time corrected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trading days. I entered on the 10th trading day. Where did it time correct at? It got tight underneath a prior level of supply. So I entered on Thursday anticipating a move because it was super tight 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row. So if we go down to the 30-minute time frame, what did I do? PLTR number 1 cumulative number line score is very bullish right now. And I entered above here. Basically, as soon as I entered, it sold off. Entered near the end of the day. The next day opens. Where did my stop loss go? My stop loss went at the low of the day here. It's unfortunate. Oh, here we go. Good. My entry was 175.15 right there. As soon as I entered, it sold off. Whatever. And my stop loss was at the low of the day. Next day opened, it could not take out take out Thursday's lows, and it's moving. So I am up 1R right now. I got up to 2R. I didn't take any off, didn't have time to touch the market there, which is fine, but I moved my stop loss into up to break even. So right now, as it sits, last week I ended down like 3.5. I was down 3.5 R. This makes up like 2.25 R, 2.5 R. So losing week for me, which is fine. They're bound to happen. If you guys don't know how to lose, you're gonna have to learn how to lose. You're gonna lose here, just as long as you don't lose your butt. You gotta survive to continue on, and you gotta learn, right? Just don't blow your accounts. Those that survive will make it. But that's my trade reviews for the week. I was 1 for 4. Not the best week, but that's reality. It is what it is. If you guys have any questions below, if you guys are interested in working with us, joining our trading community, etc., like, comment, subscribe. I put out content all the time. I do my FinX content, the most popular names out the week. I do my trade reviews. And then I also have a weekly preparation where I go over like the names that I like for this week, and then like global macro that's important for the week if anything's going on. And then Dan and I, we also do weekly videos as we can on Sundays, preparing for the week ahead. So we do a lot of stuff for you guys, try and provide you as much value and as much content, as much education as we possibly can. And we hope you guys find it of value. So again, thank you for your time. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll catch you next week.